everyone. I'll also mix it up from this whole conference and go without a PowerPoint. So Educate works to change the education system in Africa, starting in Uganda, to be a lot more experience-based, so it leads directly to life outcomes. So our goal is that as a result of your education, you're able to take greater leadership initiative, create a small business for yourself, and improve your livelihood. One way, and it's actually really great that I went last, one way to think about what we do is that we take all this, we try to package it, and we try to figure out how to get it into education systems. So literally, we use Aflatine. We believe everything that Charles at Enterprise Uganda believes and teach pretty much all those same things. We have a business competition that looks eerily similar to this one. We probably took it from you. Our internal ideology is case, copy, and steal everything. So we also give everything away as a result. Results for the Rockefeller Foundation funded a study on innovative secondary education. And they found that from employers in Africa and Asia, non-cognitive skills or soft skills or all the other words that we want to use for this are most important. So probably the pillar of what we do are the softer skills that Linda was talking about. And we actually, we teach, for our top graduates, we teach them how to build VSLAs, and we have our program is structurally fairly similar to JA. So we're about taking all this, taking all the work that's happening, and trying to figure out how we get it into an education system. And so what our model actually looks like is we provide business and leadership training, mentorship, and experience starting a business, all delivered through a very practically trained teachers to students in upper secondary, with the focus of the first year of upper secondary. And with that, the goal is that we get the school to do it. So we work to build, supplementing our direct delivery in a school. We work to build the capacity of the school to do it eventually. We work to change the national education system to build the top line incentives for this type of model, for a very experience-based education where students actually get experience doing the things they're doing after school as part of an education that everyone gets. We've seen sort of a couple examples. One of our students named George William Baca won the African Leadership Academy Youth Entrepreneurship Prize, has a business incubator, won $20,000 from this competition, and just launched Unreasonable Institute East Africa. For those of you who don't know, Unreasonable Institute's the biggest social enterprise incubator in Colorado, in the U.S., based out of Colorado, and he just started their franchise in East Africa. Another named Lillian has a crafts business that employs 54 women. Just got into a pretty big business incubator in Kampala. We're running a randomized controlled trial on our program. We've seen, comparing the baseline versus our first two groups of graduates, so more of a pre and post, we've seen a 34% increase in business start and a 41% increase in average income. Perhaps most importantly, in 2012, working with the International Labor Organization, we got our curriculum incorporated into Uganda's national entrepreneurship curriculum. So we got our curriculum in, we got our business clubs in, and we were able to change the exam to evaluate what the students actually do, building the framework of having our model in the system. And our goal is to get in Uganda to 1,000 schools and 100,000 kids, and to do this elsewhere. So in Educate, we're all about really experience-based, relevant education. And to that, for us, that means both methodology and content. So a tool I have to give away to you is something called the Green Home Passbook. We actually took a lot of this from Foundation Paraguay, in line with our principles. And it's basically allows students to identify and mark as in red, yellow, and green different situations around their house. So something like malaria, red would be we don't have a malaria net at home and there's still water. Yellow would be we sometimes have a malaria net and still water accumulates. And green would be we always have a malaria net and we don't let still water accumulate. So it allows students to very quickly and simply assess the situation in their homes. We do these during vacation terms, but it's a project to fill one of these out. And so they're able to assess and take simple, actionable steps that often don't require any money in order to improve your situation from red to yellow to green. So I only have one physical copy, unfortunately, but I have it on my computer. So if you give me your email, I'll be happy to send it along. It's been a great tool for us. Thank you, Foundation Paraguay, for developing the initial indicators. Yeah, please let me know if I can help.